So there's a VR game coming that feels like Cyberpunk, but ended up feeling more like Cyberpunk than Cyberpunk actually ended up feeling. I'm excited for it. Hey guys, it's Chris with Tech5. Today we're going to be looking at this VR game called Lo-Fi. Now this game is a game that really reminded me of Cyberpunk and has a mashup feel with Blade Runner added to it. It's really unique and it really made me feel like this was what Cyberpunk should have been. And there's different methods that allow you to actually play Cyberpunk 2077 in VR, but this game really feels like this is what Cyberpunk should have been. You guys will see what I'm talking about shortly, but this is a very unique game, and I do want to give you guys a warning that this is in early development. So it's not going to be a fully polished, fully finished game. There's definitely a lot missing, and this is a small development team. But where it's at right now, I'm pretty impressed. So I'm going to be going over this game and kind of giving you guys my thoughts and experiences as they're happening while I'm playing this game, and really just trying to share with you guys the experience that I'm having as I'm seeing everything. And I got to tell you guys, I'm really impressed with this thing. This is different. This is really different. And I'm excited for it. Let's check it out. So getting into the game, I was really happy to see that you're first greeted with your preferred method of playing, whether you're going to be seated or standing. And I'm seated for this, so I was glad to see that it even gave me that option. Now, when getting into the game and seeing this title screen, it was just really dark and I wasn't sure what to expect, but the one thing that I did like to be greeted with was this music. I just had to look around the menu because I don't, this is my first time. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to expect, but this game looks like they really give you a option to really customize your play style and how you want the game to play for you with these turning type, whether you want to snap or smooth, and I'm more of a smooth turner, so I needed to set that. So getting right into it, I am in this cockpit and I don't know what's going on, and I think that I'm flying, but I don't know, and I'm trying to control it, and I really just think I'm just taking lead here. Come to find out I'm not, but everything's on autopilot currently, and I haven't realized that just yet. But looking around in this thing, I see a very detailed cockpit, and I don't know what anything means just yet, but seeing everything as it is in the outside, it's really impressive for what I am seeing right now. In these lights here, in this HUD, this UI that I have here, I'm able to actually interact with. These are doing things outside of the cockpit. These lights are actually turning on lights. There's a siren that's going on. And I'm not able to actually use this dock button just yet, but I can once I get to this little square right here. So this kind of lets you dock and get into wherever you're going for. You can think of these squares as just like loading zones. And so it'll do everything automatically for you. It's just loading in. So first time on the ground. I don't know what's going on. Everything's kind of dark. I've got these buttons on my glove, and quickly I find out that one of these are flashlights, and I've got lights coming out of my hand. And I'm trying to figure out like what these things actually do. So I'm still trying to fidgeting around with my hands, and I don't really have it all down, but trying to figure it out best I can. And I got a little camera, I guess is what this is, on my hand, so you can take little pictures either hand, and just wherever that falls into the game, I don't really know yet, but you can take pictures. now it's time to kind of walk around, and I do have a smooth type of movement. There's no teleporting. You can have that option if you want, but I don't prefer that when I'm playing. So, and you can pull a gun out of thin air, which would be your inventory, which is cool, but more so looking around is kind of the highlight here. Everything has a very film grain, grungy type of look to it. And, I'm still kind of early in and I don't really know what's going on just yet, but it kind of looked like I'm in a police academy. So maybe I'm a police officer. I don't know just yet. So interacting with the bots that kind of direct me towards going to a debriefing, and I'm still trying to process everything. Again, remember guys, this is all new for me. So I'm trying to give you everything as I'm seeing it. And all the dialogue between these guys is just robotic red. So, and it's typed out so you can read it too. But coming in here, the lights are so impressive. Like wearing a VR headset in this and seeing how these things look, like it feels like you're really there. And it was kind of crazy to sit here and just do this quote unquote psych eval during this process, even though, it's not the most flushed out, but as visually stunning as everything is in the headset, it was different to feel. And I'm kind of just exploring this. I don't really know where I'm at yet, just assuming I'm in a police academy, like I said earlier, but now I'm in a morgue and I'm searching this guy's body, and I don't know what happened to him, but it looks crazy. Did not realize this at the moment, but I'm standing here and I'm trying to talk to this person, thinking that they're just a weird looking person, but they don't respond to me and they end up being a robot. Now, this thing did have a flight trainer that I had found, and me thinking I was just going to get in here and just slay it because I used to fly planes at some point in my life. But let me tell you, this was not easy at all. I had a really difficult time trying to control this thing, and it's completely evident. There's no hiding this. I cannot get it down. But I get a real false sense of security here when I do think that I've got a handle on it. And there's even a radio, which I love this music, so I'm glad that they did that. And that translates to the actual squad car when you're not in the simulator. But like I said, I think I've got it down, so here I am trying to do some tricks, trying to do a couple barrel rolls and such. And I'm just wrong. I'm wrong. I'm so wrong. And you'll see that I'm wrong later. But at the moment I appear to have it down pretty good, and they did a really good job at the flying on this thing, even though it's really tough and I'm completely wrong thinking that I have a handle on it right now, because I don't. Now, luckily, the quartermaster of the police station seemed to actually give me a better handle on actually what was going on in the game. Kind of breaking down the gloves for me and letting me know, like, what does what and how to actually control stuff. And this AR system that you can just tap the side of your head, I thought was a really awesome addition to this game. It was pretty unique because this is like a little scanner that lets me know what everything is and a path to take to get there, which is really cool. Now, here we are in the shooting range, and I try to do my best. The gun actually works rather well. Gives you a little laser pointer to let you know where your bullets are going to go. But I don't know how you reload at all. I tried to figure it out. I couldn't figure it out. But you can dual wield on this game. So there's that. But where you get bullets, I don't know. Didn't figure that out. But it was cool to see I potentially could do this stuff. Remember, this is not a finished game, so. This was good to see for me because I really like that they have the radios in here and you can control stations, because I've said it and I'm probably going to say it multiple times throughout. I really like this music, this synthwave type of stuff. I love it. This is a really funny thing to see here, these soy boys. It's like a insult to like vegans or whatever. And it's funny to see because we're like in a futuristic type of scenario, and the future is vegan. Sorry. So I'm beginning to get a little bit more of a grasp as to what's actually going on. I am, in fact, an officer, and I don't think there's too many people around like me. And it's kind of cool here. They've got a little database that I can specifically search here and look up information on different gangs or locations throughout the world. And it gives me little information, little snippets of it. And that's kind of cool to see, honestly. Now, here is me getting my shot at flying solo, real world, real time here. And we're gonna be seeing that it does not go like I thought, and this was my big mistake, hitting that boost. This is why I can't control what's going on. I'm going way too fast. Here I go trying to control it, and it's not gonna work. I can't. It is not working for me. And I'm just trying to get somewhere simple, and I can't even do it because I'm having such a tough time. And I don't realize that that boost is really my problem here. I have some serious trouble, guys. So I eventually somehow get to this little docking spot, and the nightmare of me trying to control the ship is over. So I've gone to a different destination in the game, and I am at a diner, as you can clearly see, but looking around at the world, the lights are just impressive. And who would have thought that we would see the Tesla truck in this game? I don't know if they're going to get in trouble for that, but maybe it's close. I don't know. Maybe they got permission from Tesla. I don't know. But the interactions and how the lights actually look on this game are just impressive. They look good. Their lighting is really impressive for this. And then we got like a makeshift DeLorean going on here. Now, everything's not super visually stunning as far as graphics go for every single thing in this, but there are just some really great elements to this game. The lighting is just really on point, honestly. They did a great job. Here we are just inside the diner and trying to see what I can and can't interact with, and trying to talk to Fran here, the waitress slash cashier. It's obvious that the game is still being worked on, but we've talked about that, we know. Now, I do gotta say, if the future holds a donut vending machine that looks like this, I am embracing the future totally in this universe. I'll be okay. Now, we've gone on to a different area in the game. I spared you guys seeing me fly, because I still don't have it down. But this really was the area that took me back. It really made me appreciate this game so very much in this area. This was the spot that I was like, this place is just grungy and dirty, and it really feels like a place that I just want to be in. I don't know what it was. I don't know why that is, but it just felt like a place you just wanted to be. These lights are really well done, and the screen just does not do them justice. Seeing how well this looks in a headset is just completely amazing. Everything is just, it's got this feel to it. Clearly, everything is just really good looking. There's no denying this. But keep in mind, guys, this is something that you can actually get a hold of now and experience now. But it is not a finished game. This is not the finished product. The storyline isn't completely set up just yet. And now we're going to go to what you would call a Ripper Dock in Cyberpunk 2077. They have something very similar. Now, how that actually translates in this game for VR and what all the extent is, I don't yet know. Game's still being built. I'm sure they're still trying to figure that one out, but it's just cool to see that they are going this far, trying to make these additions. So of course we had to go check out the arcade here on the game because it's an arcade and we've got to go. And it didn't disappoint. There's a couple different games in here you could play and they were just really fun. I ended up playing this invasion game for about 30 minutes and it's very simple, but it was fun. I just kept playing it. It reminded me of one of those true arcade games from retro times, and it was just fun. It was good. Now there was more to see and I had to show it off because this game just has so much to it, so much potential going on, and it just continually impressed. Now this is a little look inside of the universe that we're dealing with here. These little pods that we're seeing here are actually people being hooked up into a virtual world of some sort, living some other sort of life in these pods, and I'm just a patrol officer making sure everything's in order. That's kind of the storyline. And this was a little crazy to see. One of the developers, I'm assuming here, has placed himself into the game, and just the face on this is just kind of impressive.
Actually, okay. No, you don't do anything. You're about to do something? Oh, you were joking. Okay, you're not gonna do anything. That's cool. Look, I'll be here all day. Fancy an awkward pause? Okay, let's do an awkward pause. So how are you finding this virtual reality thing? It's fun, right?
So we're in my apartment in the game, and just looking around, you can tell they definitely took some time with this. Put a little power glove in here. I got a little keyboard, a little computer. You know, they try to actually make it look like I'm actually do some work in here. So that's kind of cool. They took their time with that. But one of the really cool things here is this Game Boy. You can actually upload ROMs into the game files and play Game Boy games inside the game. So you could literally play a Game Boy game on this. I didn't have enough time to actually get to it and do it, but they give you instructions on how to do it. It's missed opportunity. I probably should have done it. Now this is for you guys if you don't want to fly, if you're not comfortable with it. I didn't figure this out until going everywhere else up on the map. So you can actually auto nav and you can pick wherever it is you want to go on the map and fast travel there, which definitely good to see they did, because people definitely are going to have some problems flying. It's not easy. And to actually reach further places, you can pull the map towards you. So I had to check out one last area in the game. And this area was a little Chinatown area, little markets, whatnot. And I had to look at it, and it was just equally as impressive with the last area with all the lights. There was just so much going on, and it just had this feel to it that I could not relay to you without you just experiencing it yourself in a headset. Now pay attention to that little misting thing that just happened there, because I think that there's some sort of disease or something that has caused humanity to be at a standstill, it seems. You see this avoid human contact sign? It's just kind of making me wonder. And I don't know if this area looks familiar to y'all, but kind of looks like Phasmophobia a little bit over here. So, I don't know. Looks really close to it. So to kind of touch back on the little virus comment and human contact comment I made earlier, all the NPCs that I've run into on this game, minus the developer one, have had on some sort of mask. So is there like a virus that got us to this point? Conspiracy. So guys, that's the game in its current state. And I know I've said it before, but I'm just really impressed with where this game is at. It just looks like it's going to be something special, and I really hope that the developers continue to push on and really continue to make it something that is just so unique and so special, and really, give us that cyberpunk experience that we didn't really get, that we got hyped up for. And I know there's a whole story behind that, and the devs getting pushed before they were ready, and yada yada yada. I know, not trying to bash them, I get it, but I think this is going to be something very special. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Is this a game that you found interesting? Is this a game that you may end up getting or want to get, or are you wanting to see where this game goes and follow it and see where it takes us? I'm excited for this game. I know I've said that multiple times, but I just truly am. That's going to do it for the video. As always, if you do have any questions, concerns, confusions, whatever it may be, don't hesitate. Ask. I don't mind helping, I promise. I'm really trying to build something for you guys here. Hope you want to be a part of it. A simple like, share, subscribe, comment, they go so far for the channel. It really helps me continue to grow and make content. Now, if there was something you didn't like, thought I could have done better, whatever it may be, feel free, leave a thumbs down. I just ask you let me know what it was so I can continue to improve and do better. I can't do better if I don't know what I'm doing wrong, so please let me know. With that said, I hope you can like, I hope you can subscribe. And if not, well, I hope to catch you in another one. And remember, it's a vibe. A tech vibe. Specifically. We'll see ya.